Living with 16 sunrises and 16 sunsets every day will also throw off your body. Space travel can take quite a toll physically and mentally. So our health reporter Kelly Crow now on what Hadfield has been up against and some of the challenges ahead.
Weightlessness is cool.
Weightlessness might be fun, but it's also hard on the human body. As he floated in low Earth orbit, Chris Hadfield's muscles atrophied, his arteries stiffened. He lost bone mass 3 times faster than a 60-year-old woman. In other words, he aged at hyperspeed.
But one of the ways that we're learning recently is it affects your vision. We don't understand why, but it makes some people's vision worse.
On top of that, he's down half a liter of blood, and the reflexes that regulate his blood pressure are out of shape. It's as though he's been lying in bed for the last 5 months.
It takes 4 or 6 weeks to feel absolutely normal.
Canadian astronaut Bob Thirsk spent 6 months at the space station, so he knows what Hadfield is going through.
In my case, after return, I actually needed an infusion of saline in order to help maintain my blood pressure to something normal.
Our legs get really skinny up here because gravity's not pushing the fluids down to our legs.
To minimize the damage, Hadfield ate nutritious food,
Dried spinach.
maintained good personal grooming,
That one got away.
even though there's nowhere to spit in space.
I just swallowed the toothpaste.
And he exercised for 2 hours every day. All of that helps, but still his body has suffered, and scientists want to know more. So Hadfield's blood will eventually end up here in this University of Waterloo freezer as part of a growing collection of space blood from 8 astronauts and counting.
We get a big rush of air out.
Professor Richard Hewson is studying the effect of space travel on blood pressure and blood vessels. His prediction that arteries would stiffen in space is turning out to be true.
We don't believe this is going to be a lasting effect, but we don't know. And unfortunately, we're not really going to know until we have another experiment that's just about to start up, where we will in fact follow them for a longer period of time.
It's research intended to better prepare humans for future space travel and to better understand the aging process here on Earth. And today they're busy packing up the lab and moving it to Houston, to the Johnson Space Center, where they'll meet Chris Hadfield and start monitoring his return to gravity. Kelly Crow, CBC News, Waterloo, Ontario.